Yama of Ghana, Kaizer Chiefs against ASEC Mimosas of Cote d'Ivoire. Another game that will highlight this round of fixtures. Cotton Sport of Cameroon will be up against Petro Atletico of Angola. These are mouth-watering fixtures, if you ask me. And then you have Oroya of Guinea against Etoile of Tunisia, Etoile de Sahel. Yes. And then you have Nkana Red Devils of Zambia against the Conquerors of Warri Wolves, CA Bizetin of Tunisia. First leg games will be between the weekend of 18th to 20th of April. The return leg will come up 1 week after, the weekend of 25 to 27th of April. I mean, that's how it is. Dumnodi, quickly, your thoughts about this fixture, starting, of course, with Sewe Sports of Cote d'Ivoire against Bayelsa United of Nigeria.
Very quickly, Bayelsa is coming up against a team that's back-to-back champions of the Ivorian League. They produced 6 players from the Chan team. They didn't qualify for the Chan, the team that played our Chan League to qualify. They have 6 players, even the top striker.
Narrowly.
Yeah,
the guy that scored 2 goals against us
was from Sewe Sports. So they are up against one of the strongest opposition in the West African sub-region. These are teams that drop off from the CAF Champions League, a bigger competition. So it means you are playing up against a team that are targeting the biggest prize in African club football at this level. So it dropped off. So you have to step up your game. Not that kind of performance against Almine and a game against the team from Congo, Konzo. You don't play.
But we have to give credit to Bayelsa.
No, we have to give credit to them. But
they went away from home
and got the result
and scored goals. Go
and check the pedigree of the opposition. 5 of the first game, even up to Almine. Almine got promoted to the Zimbabwe top flight league just 2 seasons ago.
But they have money and they bought the best players in Zimbabwe.
They bought the best players. That's just
Zimbabwe. And Zimbabwe were also a force at the CHAN.
Compare Bayelsa United and Almine. Bayelsa are champions of the Nigerian League. They played the CAF Confederation Cup. They got to the semi-final of the CAF Confederation Cup before. So we can't quite. But this is the biggest. This is the final audio towards hitting the money spinning stage. So if you don't get this audio, all your effort right from the very final round
goes to waste.
It goes to waste. So that's the big. So we are talking about the Bamako game and Joliba, the biggest. I hope the stadium in Bamako will be filled to capacity. Especially these are rivalries, and you can't rule out some of those antics that goes with African football.
If it was Stade Malien and Joliba,
yes,
it would have been massive. But this needs no less of a tie.
Yes. So we look at some of those options. I want to see the CAF champ because even Al Ali, I hope they have they still have the psychological
the strength to come
up against the African side.
But I can tell you one thing about El Ali. It's a professional club. They take every challenge as it comes.
They take every challenge as they come, but you are after
stepping down.
After you
never won the CAF Confederation before.
Then they want to win it.
They want to win. You pass out to the North African border, you are up against another North African border. So you know the antics. So I hope they have the psychological strength to come up against the Moroccan.
Okay,
let's one of the best games. And look at it. Cotton Sports has been in the final of the CAF Champions League, Al Ali 8-time winner, some of the biggest clubs.
Playing
at this level. Yeah. So we are up against
very difficult tournament it promises to be. So we wish Bayelsa United the best of luck with this round. It's going to be tricky, but we know they can pull through. Let's come home. The scheduled matches built for tomorrow in the Globe Premier League. Big games. Let's start from the one that is bottom in that, the last one on your screen. Pillars against Warri Wolves. Massive game in Kano tomorrow. Warri Wolves still smarting from the loss to CA Bizetin in the CAF Confederations Cup will want to make amends. And interestingly, both teams were on the continent and they've crashed out, so they know that all they need to fight for right now is the league. So that promises to be exciting, and both teams have plenty of quality. Then tomorrow, Giwa will be making a return. After being thrown out, they are back in. Conditional approval. The LMC gave them conditional approval, but they'll be playing against Rangers tomorrow because we're told that they have signed all the forms and they have agreed to all the conditions spelled out by the LMC.
But the first game of week 1.
But the Nembe, Giu, and Taraba FC game, you can see on your screen, there's still a big question mark in front of you. The LMC have told us that Nembe have been given up till 5 p.m. to meet up the conditions, to submit the medical of their players, and to meet up to some other conditions before they are allowed to play the game. It looks like Taraba are already in Omoko for this game, but the LMC have insisted that if Nembe do not meet up to the conditions, that game will not hold, and if it holds, it will be null and void. Okay, so the ball really is
5 p.m. when?
Tomorrow.
Two questions first. In everything that has been said and done, nobody has raised any question or any issue about the particularly contentious fact. The
150?
The 150 that started the entire brouhaha in the first.
That's what the LMC said, that he has agreed that it is 150 minimum.
Okay, but that was
Giwa have agreed 150 minimum. Yeah.
Okay.
And they've signed.
They've signed. Okay, fine. So that puts an end to that.
Yeah.
Then secondly, Nembe, if at this stage of the season
they still have problems.
They still have problems with the medical. I mean, that means that they were never ready for the season in the first place.
Anyway, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. They've given them up to a certain time to meet up.
Because the transfer window has closed, they've obviously
they have their team
they have
already.
players that they signed. Are you telling me by now they have not conducted the medical of these players? They have not finished their registration at this time?
You have anything to say? They have up to 5 p.m. tomorrow. And if, according to the LMC,
I think this is
very
long
too lenient
for Nembe City. I think what the LMC is trying to do, we're trying to adjust so that we try to accommodate. They'll be too accommodating for Nembe City.
Let's give them the benefit.
If it's the salary, I will understand. Medical, even Channel Television conducted medical for all their staff, and they did it in one day, and it was signed.
So how many players could they possibly have?
Clubs. 1 day medical, 1 day.
How many players?
250.
How many players?
Over 250 staff. 1 day.
Okay.
How many medical check?
How many staff?
We are going to 35 players. You can't conduct medical.
Let's give them.
The club. No, they do. It's as simple as anything. They should go and register for all these local government clubs.
Anyway, let's leave it on that note for now. Tomorrow we'll find out if those games are played, whether a game will be nullified or not. But the LMC have told us that it is insistence on standards. There must be compliance, and that Giwa have already signed that they are ready to comply, 150 minimum wage, and every other condition spelled out by the LMC. But Nembe, we are appealing because we know that this man, the owner of Nembe, is passionate about the game. He wants to be involved in the game. Please meet up these conditions so that these boys can play football. And then we can see some of the beautiful goals that we saw last season from Nembe City. Let's come quickly and talk about the League Bloggers Award. Our good friends who are involved in the League Bloggers Award. Let me just quickly run through. They are out with the first awards for the year, for the month of March. Namso Edo. I'm told I didn't call the name well. Namso. The Aqua United captain from Aqua United. Ikechukwu Ezenwa from Sunshine. Cletus Itodo, Abia Warriors. Ifeanyi Egwin of Dolphin. Ifeanyi Inyam of Sharks are the players nominated for the first League Bloggers Awards Player of the Month
award,
for the month of March. Those are the nominees. And the Coach of the Year.
Of the month.
I beg your pardon, Coach of the Month. Why am I talking about year? It's just March. There's still a long way to go this year. Patrick Udo of Aqua United. Richard Bubaga of Bayelsa United. Benga Gumbote of Sharks. Nadam Boso, Abia Warriors. Ndubu Sinduka of FC Taraba. I mean, look at this list of names and you will agree that these teams have done well against all odds. And these are the nominees for the Coach of the Year. Again, Coach of the Year again. Coach of the Month, the first one for the year.
For March.
But there's a coach that looks like a coach that will win the Coach of the Year. So you are trying to... You are giving them a brighter future. Don't give them that brighter future.
It's still a long way,
but you are giving them a brighter future.
All right. So let's see how that goes at the end of it all. Well, this Friday, there will be a massive game in Port Harcourt at the Sharks Stadium. It will be Sharks against Dolphin, the first Port Harcourt derby of the season. But over the weekend, we were in Port Harcourt as well for the double header. That was the game Sharks against Crown, and then Dolphins against Sunshine. At the end of the Sharks against Crown game, we caught up with Odinga. We wanted to bring you that interview yesterday, but we ran out of time. Odinga, and the goalkeeper of Sharks, who, interestingly, is a goalkeeper who scores goals. He has a goal to his name already this season from the penalty spot against Crown. Danladi Issa. They spoke to Sports Tonight yesterday, over the weekend in Port Harcourt. We'll take that. We'll come back for more on Sports Tonight.
Before we started the season, we agreed with the club management that we'll get them continental ticket, and I want to say that is the reason why we just have to start well. We don't have option because too much is given, much is expected, because the Rivers people have given much to Sharks. So I think it's high time we pay them back by getting them continental ticket.
Well, last season I didn't start with Sharks. I came in week 9, so I wouldn't have anything to say about their stats last season. But now this season we are together. Some of us are from the last season, as in we came from the last season team and some additional this season. I think we're blend enough to keep that mistake that they made last season. Now we need to work hard to achieve more this season. Well, every player that went to the national team is a plus for that player. And returning back to your team, you just have to show that class that you have been into the national team before. And back to my team, I just have to do my best and make the team win trophies this season.
All right, so we listen.